this song. Guitars echo from the hillsides, just folks playing what they love. Brass cups, old Kentucky moonshine, white lightning, come and get you, come and get your son. I come and get your son. A sweet, sweet summertime. Come and get you, come and get you. Come and get your son.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you ready? It's showtime. Please welcome Tim Kelly.
Somebody's gotta win, somebody's gotta lose. It's not a thing we get to choose. Somebody's got to. When you fall in love like lovers do, somebody's gotta help you right up to two. They got to. Somebody's gotta give, somebody's gotta take this heart of mine, steal it away. Somebody's got to. See the stars up there in the moonlit sky. Somebody's gotta count 'em with me tonight. They got to. If somebody's gotta get dressed up, if somebody's gotta pick me up and tell me that they love me, put no one else above me. If somebody's gotta hold my hand, be the one I get to call my man and wrap me in their arms and never leave. Oh, if somebody's got to, then I want that somebody to be you. That old blue Ford sitting in your drive, somebody's gotta crank it up and take it for a ride. They got to. And there's a George Strait song on a burned CD. Somebody's gotta put it in and play it for me. They got to. And somebody's got to be the one who I can love, keep dreaming of tonight. If somebody's gotta get dressed up, if somebody's gotta pick me up and tell me that they love me, put no one else above me. If somebody's gotta hold my hand, be the one I get to
They are a great young band comprised of two females and a young gentleman by the name of the Band McMillan. That is called Somebody's Got To. And before that, making his radio debut tonight, Mr. Charlie Cullis, Kulis, and a great tune called Come and Get You Some. Well, if you like the best in new country music, come and get you some. That's what we've got. Today's Country with yours truly, Tim Kelly, hosting the show. KICR, Indie Country Radio, is live on the air from the live entertainment capital of the world in Branson, Missouri. And boy, do we have some good live entertainment scheduled tonight. At the bottom half of this first hour, I've got a great radio interview with James and Angela Holland from Set Apart Farms. He is a veteran in our U.S. military, and boy, did he serve this country well. And he's going to tell his story all about that and what they do to help other veterans who have been displaced and homeless and all of that kind of thing. So we'll talk to them in just a little bit. I've also got a brand new song from Mr. Bobby Ocean called Last Call to debut tonight. We're going to do that in a couple of more songs, and we're going to welcome some new listeners here in just a moment. First, I want to give a big shout out and thank you to all of the radio stations that replay this program. Great radio stations like KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, Country Road 58 from Germany, countryradio.musicbox4friends.com. They are from Belgium. DevilsCountryRadio.com, RadioTheKing.be, that is also from Belgium. WVMIRadio.com, RealRadio.us, Down the Road Radio from Ireland, that is .com, CountryMusicExpress.co.uk, and Country Music Express Magazine, our live radio player on their website, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We have Bourbon Trail Radio, thechimpfm.com from Canada, countrythunder.com.au from Australia, WFPNradio.org from New Jersey, or Connecticut rather, bigrecords.world/radio. We are the official radio station of TalkAboutItTVNetwork.com. Their website is up and running. And we are also on Top Shelf Radio Texas. Tonight, they are playing the show live with Mr. Bobby Ocean at the Flying Pig Saloon in Salem, Ohio. So we want to give you guys a big shout out and thank you so much for helping us spread new country music around the world. Let's get back to that new country music. How about this next gentleman from Adair, Oklahoma? His name is Cody Hibbard. This is called Just for the Record on today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Just for the record, the reason you ain't heard from me is I've been trying to find the right words, and it ain't been easy. Just for the record, I know it's long overdue, but I gotta get this off my chest the only way I know how to. Yeah, girl, this one's for you. Some songs are meant for the radio, some songs are meant for a party crowd, some songs you put on a back row mixtape, some songs you gotta crank up loud. But here's a few chords and the truth about how I ain't me without you, and how right now I'm wishing we were back together. This one's just for the record. Just for the record, I wouldn't take back one kiss, I wouldn't change one thing about you, wouldn't undo one thing we did. I know all that don't matter now, you got your life all figured out, and I'm just out here on the road with a bottle of Jack and a guitar, singing to no one. Some songs are meant for the radio, some songs are meant for a party crowd, some songs you put on a back row mixtape, some songs you gotta crank up loud. But here's a few chords and the truth about how I ain't me without you, and how right now I'm wishing we were back together. This one's just for the record. So I don't forget about your blue eyes and how it feels a midnight drive. Some songs are meant for a country crowd. Some songs you put on a back road mixtape. Some songs you gotta crank up loud. But here's a few chords and the truth about how I ain't me without you, and how right now I'm wishing we were back together. This one's just for the record. Yeah, yeah, just for the record.
It's time for today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
If these walls could talk, I know what they'd say. Man, you must be crazy for letting her leave that way. You should pick up the phone, beg her to turn back. Can't you see that she's the best thing that you've ever had? Don't be a fool, throw out your pride. Tell her that you love her for the rest of your life, and that you didn't mean for things to go this far. Tell her that you need her and how lucky you are, 'cause a love like that you don't find every day. If these walls could talk, well, that's what they'd say. You should take a look around at the memories you've made. Now, was it all for nothing? Was it all done in vain? Oh, you can turn out the lights, you can try to hide the pictures. Oh, but tomorrow's gonna come, and believe me, man, you're gonna miss her. Tell her that you love her for the rest of your life, and that you didn't mean for things to go this far. Tell her that you need her and how lucky you are, 'cause a love like that you don't find every day. If these walls could talk, yeah, that's what they say. Oh, don't be a fool, throw out your pride. Tell her that you love her for the rest of your life, that you didn't mean for things to go this far. Tell her that you need her and how lucky you are, 'cause a love like that you don't find every day. If these walls could talk, well, that's what they say.
He is my good friend Reggie Shaw from Nashville, Tennessee. That is called If These Walls Could Talk. Well, I'm going to put some great country music through your walls tonight and through a whole bunch of different formats. Radio stations, we listed and give them all a shout out, but we are also on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere you listen to podcasts. Just search KICR, Indie Country Radio, or Today's Country with Tim Kelly, and you will find us, that is for sure. Well, right now we're going to find Mr. Bobby Ocean live at the Flying Pig Saloon in Salem, Ohio. Want to give a big shout out to all of those folks again, and thank you for listening tonight. We're going to premiere his new song right now on the radio program. It is called Last Call from Bobby Ocean on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on New Music Friday.
When the whiskey's faded and the lights go down, there's an empty bar room with an empty sound. 'Cause it's closing time, out of my mind, drinking my hand, it's been a hell of a night. Before you lock the door, bartender, give me one more. Last call. Another wild and crazy Friday night. Raise your glasses up one last time. You can blame it on the whiskey. You can blame anything you like. 'Cause it's closing time, I'm out of my mind, drinking my hand, it's been a hell of a night. Before you lock the door, bartender, give me one more. Last call. Bottoms up, drink 'em up, better finish your beer. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. 'Cause it's closing time, out of my mind, drinking my hand, it's been a hell of a night. Before you lock the door, bartender, give me one more. 'Cause it's closing time, out of my mind, drinking my hand, it's been a hell of a night. Before you lock the door, bartender, give me one more. Last call. Last call.
You're listening to New Music Friday on KICR, Indie Country Radio.
I remember my favorite bike was a little tyke that she could fly. And that ragged old hat of mine when I was 9 was the Indians from 95. And those things never left my side. Oh, but today I couldn't find them if I tried. This old shirt is getting worn, the knees of these jeans are torn. This old bag don't work the way it should. But of all these things that I wear in time, I search forever just to find something that always feels brand new. Though everything fades away, one day you'll see. You and I will never get old to me. At 12 I had my first kiss, that middle school bliss on the beach down in South Carolina. And in high school, where I I met you at 17, I swore to make it mine. Well, I'll never forget that first slow dance, 'cause I still feel it every time I hold your hand. This old shirt is getting worn, the knees of these jeans are torn. This old back don't work the way it should. But of all these things that I wear in time, I search forever just to find something that always feels brand new. Though everything fades away, one day you'll see. You and I will never get old to me. Sitting there, front porch in your rocking chair, sipping sweet tea, smiling at me, looking back on the times we shared. You said something about getting old, and I swore I had, but in case I haven't told you, this old shirt is getting warm. This old shirt is getting warm. The knees of these jeans are torn. This old back don't work the way it should. But of all these things that I wear in time, I search forever just to find something that always feels brand new. And as I'm standing here today, I hope you'll see that, baby, you will never get old to me.
That is a brand new single from Dustin Kynes. It is Kines on the last name, Dustin Kynes, and a great tune called Old to Me. That'll never get old to me. I love that one. Up next is my good friend May Estes. She is from Hope, Arkansas. She does these cool things called May Day Mondays on TikTok Live and also on Facebook Live. Her first name, May, is M-A-E, May Estes. Her latest single is called Your Hands on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
I've seen your hands grease stained, turn a wrench, swing a hammer, take apart a V8, put it back together and never miss a move. They just know what to do. And I've seen your hands 10 and 2, headed east on 40, hometown in the rear view. You left for me, letting go of everything so I could chase a dream. Steady and true and strong, and right where I belong. Holding a beer on a Friday night, holding a match when I need a light, holding the door and my own guitar, there on my knee in a crowd in a dive bar, holding a ring in my heart for the rest of my life. Wearing that band, I hope your hand's always holding mine. I felt your hands in the dark, light me up all over, running through my hair and pulling me closer like nobody else. You know me better than I know myself. You pick me up when I can't stand, like my mama prayed for, kind of man. Holding a beer on a Friday night, holding a match when I need a light, holding the door and my own guitar, there on my knee in a crowd in a dive bar, holding a ring in my heart for the rest of my life. Wearing that band,
and her name is May Estes. She is from Hope, Arkansas, and she has a hit song on her hands right there. She's got several of them, but that latest single, I love it. It is called Your Hands. You need to go get your hands on it. May Estes, M-A-E is how you spell May. Well, we've got a couple of great folks with us tonight from a very helpful thing called Set Apart Farms. They are a station sponsor to the radio station, and we want to welcome James and Angela from Set Apart Farms. How are you tonight?
We are good. Thank you so much for having us.
Yes, thank you so much.
You are welcome, man. It's a pleasure to have you on the program tonight. And I've been looking at your story and been touched by it for a while when we took you on as station sponsors, and I want to thank my good friend Mr. Barry Rogers for setting up this interview and hooking me up with you guys. I was amazed by the story, and we love to help veterans, especially here in Branson, because it is a veteran kind of town. Every show I've ever been in Branson, they always have an intermission, but before that, they have the veterans of every branch of service stand up, and they give them a big hand and round of applause and pay tribute to those folks.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome.
Yep, we love them here in Branson. So here we go. We're going to let you guys tell your story. James, first of all, I want to know how you guys met, you and Angela.
Well, I was actually a drill instructor out in San Diego. That's where she's from.
Okay.
I'm a Texas guy. She's a San Diego gal. So it was kind of one of those military meeting stories like that. Just kind of being having my very few hours off as a drill instructor and being out in town in San Diego and trying to enjoy myself and coming across a lovely woman like this. I chalk it all up to God. That's how I met her.
That is awesome. Well, you didn't know this about me. We talked a little bit earlier, but I lived in San Diego for 4 years, from 86 to 90, actually a little bit inland in Escondido, that stands for Beautiful Valley. My dad went to school there in the 50s, and so he wanted to go back home, and I kind of followed. I was in my teens and 20s back then, and that's where I went to broadcasting school, was Columbia School of Broadcasting in San Diego.
Oh, how funny. Yeah, I know exactly where Escondido is.
There you go. And something else that was really interesting, back in 1986 when the first Top Gun movie came out, we would drive right by Miramar, California, and I had a sunroof at the time, and those jets would fly right over our head.
Yeah, that's right.
It's changed a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that is a neat story of how you guys met. And now, James, tell us about your experience in the military and maybe a little bit even growing up before you got in and what made you want to serve the country. And you did, I believe, I was reading it earlier, several tours in Iraq. I think 7?
It was 5 totals.
5.
3 to Iraq, 2 to Afghanistan. Okay. And, I grew up right outside of Houston, Texas, over in Pasadena, and joined the Marine Corps back in 2000. And, I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do in the Marine Corps. I thought I was going in so that I'd be able to afford college was kind of my plan, and I had a family, I had a support. So I was like, all right, here's my plan. 4 years led into 8, which led into 12. Once the war kicked off and I kind of got involved with that, it was really hard to walk away from. Yeah. And so I had done, like I said, 3 combat deployments to Iraq and 2 to Afghanistan as an infantry Marine. And I'd gotten blown up quite a bit. Right, I like to tell people I have the brain of an NFL quarterback. Just unfortunately, I don't have the same bank account.
Oh man.
So I've had a lot of concussions over the years, and then I had ended up with some other injuries, and a little over 12 and a half years, a little over 12 years in the Marine Corps. I'd gotten out, and the plan was, they're like, hey, just go check into the VA. The VA is going to help you out. They'll get you lined out. So that's kind of what we did. We, I got out of the military, started doing contract work for the Marine Corps, and went and checked into the VA, and they, assessed me and were like, oh yeah, you got some serious damage we need to fix, but unfortunately we don't have an orthopedic surgeon that can do it. And then we were in California at the time, and they kind of bounced me around from VA to VA trying to find the right orthopedic surgeon that could do the surgery. And that ended up being, what that list lasted right under 5 years of being on a waiting list trying to find the right surgeon to do it. Mm-hmm. And kind of the program in the meantime was a little bit of sports therapy every week, and then alternating between hydrocodone and oxycodone. So for about 5 years, I was kind of in a daze. How many medications they had me up to? Do you remember? About
I was at 13 at one point, 12, 13?
Yeah, about 12 or 13 different pharmaceuticals at once. So I was really kind of in a daze for those 5 years. Finally got the surgery, finally got the call to do the surgery, and unfortunately they had botched it, and it left me without the use of my right arm, which was my dominant arm, and it left me with limited mobility in my head, so I couldn't look left, right, up and down. So Angela, my wife, immediately kind of got thrust into the caregiver role, full-time caregiver role, trying to take care of me. We had a 2-year-old daughter at the time, so she was raising our 2-year-old. So now she's having to take care of me. And the VA, they were like, well, we don't know what we did wrong, so we're going to start you on the VA program of 11 to 13 appointments a week, for 6 days a week. And I did that for about 18 months. So I was a professional VA patient, and my wife was the one having to take me to these appointments because I couldn't drive, I couldn't dress myself, I couldn't even shower myself.
Wow.
And so we were really thrust into that, and it was kind of like, all right, well, savings is dwindling quick. I can't go to work because I'm a professional VA patient, and my wife is, she's the one taking care of me and taking me to all these appointments and trying to raise our 2-year-old. And
we were coming to an end of our stay at the facility that we were at, which was not, set up to care for families long term, anyways. And that, is really what led us to Set Apart Farms. Is throughout this duration of, 18 months to 2 years, from starting out in Washington, coming all the way to Texas, realizing that across the nation there wasn't a place that was available for long-term healing for veteran families. And, first off, that was unacceptable. It was baffling to us that this didn't exist as we started navigating the different systems and trying to, work with the VA, let alone, also holding them accountable for what had happened to James and our family.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so we started to really notice gaps in the systems. So we started to reach out to organizations and say, hey, listen, here's what happened. Here's our story. What do we do? We're about to be homeless, and all I did was walk into the VA, get a surgery, and now here we are in a situation that we'd never been in before.
Yeah, surgery that was supposed to make our quality of life better,
right,
but unfortunately had, devastated really life as we knew it.
Yeah.
Right. And so we started to reach out to these organizations, and unfortunately, if we called 10 in a day, 8 would immediately deny us because I didn't have a drug or alcohol addiction. And that's where a lot of the funding was coming in, because a lot of it's grant money, and it has to be spent a certain way. And so I didn't fall into that demographic, and I thought, wow, that's really backwards. You would think if I had a drug or alcohol addiction, you'd say, all right, let's get you clean and sober, and then we'll help you and your family out.
Yeah.
But the system's just kind of been set up to kind of go the other way. So here I was, looking at homelessness on my whole family, to no fault of my own other than just walking into the VA getting a surgery, and this is what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that I didn't have any illicit drugs in my system, I couldn't get any help. I thought that's not acceptable. And so if we called 10 places in a day and 8 said no because I didn't have a drug or alcohol addiction, the 2 that said yes, they, once it got to the details of saying, okay, well, now what about my wife and 2-year-old daughter? Like, here's the whole situation. It was always, well, we'll try to get them enrolled in the city shelter. And it was like, you want them to go live down in the shelter while you put me up in here and figure out what the VA did wrong? That's not acceptable either.
Or another, avenue that they had wanted was for me to write a letter that I was living in my vehicle with my child. And so it's like, I'm already dealing and trying to navigate one huge broken system. Now you want to involve another system. And so, like I said, from Washington to Texas, we just saw all of these gaps that were needed to be bridged, so that families would have a place where they could go to heal long term. Not a vacation or a week resort, but it really is a program focusing on healing everybody in the family the same way, not removing the veteran, giving the veteran all of these great skills and communication methods and coping mechanisms, and then re-putting them in the family where the spouse has been doing double duty, and the family didn't get these things, but really looking at the family as one whole unit. Because even though as a spouse they told me this is his war, this is his trauma, this is his therapy, you can't keep those separate. Your spouse's trauma comes into your marriage, comes into your family, and if you're not all equipped and following the same supportive path of healing, you're not going to see the results in your house the way that you need to and want to.
Right. And just like Ange was saying, healing that family together as a unit. We don't do that with our military. We don't take the unit leaders away from the unit. We don't pull the fire team leaders and squad leaders and platoon leaders away from the rest of the troops and train them and give them all the knowledge and tools and say, all right, now go make it work. We train as one, so everybody understands what's going on. That's where we saw a big gap with these families and healing the veterans. We keep trying to do the same things over and over and expect different results with these families. Well, it's time to do something a little bit more. It's time to take it a step further. And one of the big problems that we were seeing was just that, was leaving the families out of it. And that's half the equation right there. You have to stop leaving out half the ingredient to the issue. And so that's what we want to try. We're bringing in this new approach, and again, long-term healing. Like Angela said, some of these resorts for these veteran families, they're great. It's a great 3-day getaway, or maybe even a week-long getaway. But at the end of that week, they're right back in the same situation that qualified them to go there in the first place. We never really got to resolve anything or fix anything. So our program for Set Apart Farms will be a little bit more in depth. It's longer. It's more of a 6 to 9 month long program.
Mm-hmm. And it's a mind, body, and soul approach for the whole family. So as a caregiver, I was responsible for lots and lots of distributing medications that I really didn't know a whole lot about. And as I started to learn about these things, it was really alarming that this was the primary path of treatment. And so we're not satisfied with that, as a veteran family. And so not being given a lot of avenues within the VA system, which is, one of the components that we can talk about later, we went outside of that with food as medicine, natural remedies, alternative remedies. Yes, it's a fallen world and some bodies are very sick and they will have that medication aspect, but does it need to be, here's the pharmaceuticals first? That didn't work for our family. I don't think that's working for very many families. And so we really also want to create a lot of education around a more natural type of healing and wellness also.
I love every bit of that. We talked about that earlier on the phone, that kind of sort of holistic approach, and I believe in that as well. And I was going to tell you this, we didn't talk about this earlier, but, all of the benefits that are out there, there's one my brother benefited from when his family was young and his kids were really young, and they got to stay at a Ronald McDonald House a long time ago for free. And you could donate to that by buying a Big Mac or an extra set of fries or something like that. And unfortunately, there's that, but there wasn't anything for our veterans, and you guys have got this Set Apart Farms now. And when I read this story, I was just amazed by it. So thank you for doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. We're seeing, also the divide in our country. Everybody's looking at the divide and how do we reunite America? How do we reunite the states? Mm-hmm. And we're looking big picture. It's very political driven. It's very big picture driven. When all the division, it starts in our homes. That's where the division starts. If you look in America right now, the division starts in our homes. And if we can reunite our homes, then we'll reunite our communities. And when you start reuniting your community, you'll have a united state and you'll have United States. That's where we have to bring it back to, is really reuniting these families, making these veteran families strong and successful, rebuilding that foundation. And that's going to take time. It's going to take a little bit more than a 3-day retreat. And there's some great organizations out there, some great veteran programs that are doing stuff with vets, like leadership programs and things like that we're going to help, that we're going to attach ourselves to, partner with, because imagine with what they're doing now, they're taking some of these veterans that are in their low point in life, or they feel that they are, and they're taking them to a week-long retreat or a 2-week-long retreat and trying to give them leadership skills and coping skills. Well, imagine if that veteran had already gone through 6 or 9 months of healing along with their family. And
they have the support of their spouse and the support of their family when they were able to return from something like that.
Right. Then imagine how much better of a product they're going to be putting out there by getting someone who's already done 6 to 9 months of therapy along with their family. And their family's going to know exactly what's going on and what they're going through at the time, because that was one of the things we had saw, was leaving the family out of it. It becomes just a veteran thing. So if that veteran goes to a program and they're learning, all right, here, we're going to change your diet. We're going to teach you to, food is medicine, and here's all this health. And then that veteran goes back into their home. Well, they're the only one that's doing that.
Right,
No,
that receive the education on it.
Right.
Right.
And so then it just kind of becomes, oh, that's dad's thing or that's mom's thing. That's not our thing. No. You're a family. You're a unit. You're one. It's for all of you. So we have to start training these families, as one.
I love that. There's 3 parts to Set Apart Farms, and I'm looking at them. It says you get recovery on the farm, you navigate them through the VA benefits, and then there's community care and support. So you guys have that all figured out, and I love every bit of it.
Yeah, and those were for things that we went through, that were lacking, right? And so the facility that we were at, had about 12 other families, and everything was shared except your living space, which is not conducive to raising a 2-year-old or, as a lot of relationships, especially veteran relationships, you have some trauma and some issues to go through. And so what we saw was that, we needed privacy, and so do these families. And so there's so many therapeutic aspects of agriculture and farm life. And so we've incorporated that to give the families privacy, to be able to give them something to do rather than just being a full-time patient, learning about agriculture and growing food. And if they have inflammation in the body, that you can grow your own turmeric and dry it and make it into a smoothie. So, lots of education and resources in agriculture, reconnecting the families, educating the spouses.
And the agricultural aspect, the farm aspect of it also gives the veteran that sense of accomplishment. They get to see the process.
Yeah.
Here's where we're starting, and here's where it ended up. When I was going through my deal with the VA for those 18 months, I literally was just a professional patient. That's all I did. I had there was no goals in life. And it was literally probably my lowest point. And so we have to give those families and those veterans, they have to be able to see and have that sense of accomplishment and not necessarily feel like they're going through a program or going, feeling like a patient.
Yeah.
Right. No, but that they're going through a healing journey together as a family unit, And so the second component, as you mentioned, was navigating the VA. And so when this happened to us and we were displaced in the facility, there's no course that you can just show up as a spouse or a veteran and they're going to walk you through the facility and tell you need to go here to take care of this and you need to go there to take care of that. You think it would be, but unfortunately it doesn't work that way. And so I had to learn how to navigate it, how to learn to do congressional inquiries, and using those aspects to get eyes on our case. And even when we were displaced at the facility, there was an older couple, a much older couple, where her husband had gone in for a surgery and they had paralyzed him, from the neck down, and they were going to send them home with nothing. But because we had learned how to do a congressional inquiry, we did one for them. She ended up getting a stipend, getting home modifications, and that was kind of the fuel that we needed along the way, knowing that God was there opening doors for us, that we have to learn to infiltrate this system in order to use it. We can't just say, we don't like working with them, it doesn't work. We're attached to them. And so in order for us to get the change that we want in that system, we have to learn about it. We have to infiltrate it. We have to collectively unify our voices and say, these things are no longer working. They're obsolete and we want change. And so we navigate them through the VA and empower and educate them to be their own advocate and voice. So it's not such a scary system to have to navigate.
And so it's not so overwhelming.
Right.
Like Angela said,
it can be, yes.
The only way we're going to be able to unite as veterans and try to get change in the VAs, one, we have to understand it. We have to understand how it works, how the system even works. And it's kind of a very complicated and complex system to where it's kind of set up where you don't understand it, and a lot don't. And there's so many stories out there that you always hear of elder veterans, and they're like, oh, well, my dad was a vet or my grandfather's a vet, and they never went to the VA. Well, let's stop that. Why?
Right.
Let's stop that. We need to change that.
Right.
So we need to understand it, though, in order to change it. And like Angela said, it should be a college course on how to understand and navigate the VA system. So we're going to be able to partner these families up with a case manager that will walk them through their entire process and will help them and educate them on how to navigate the benefits that they rate.
Right, giving these veterans and their families the respect and honor that they should have with their healing and recovery process, instead of everything, being such an obstacle and such a wall to climb over. And then the third aspect is private sector. So a lot of the things that worked for our family, they were not offered through the VA. Certain types of therapies called EMDR or faith-based counseling, since we are a faith-based organization and we incorporate the biblical principles of mercy and love and forgiveness. Those things weren't embraced, in the VA. So the private sector, the community coming together, getting involved in a way that really allows our veterans and their families, again, to heal with respect and honor, to be contributing members of the community that they're around, and not just kind of a hidden non-profit for veterans where they're getting well somewhere and no one knows what's happening there.
Yeah.
Right. That was another thing we noticed with some of these organizations is almost like even if you live in the same community as one, it's kind of a secret club. You know they're there and you know they're doing good things with vets, but you don't necessarily really know what's going on over there. And that part of the community is one of the phrases we love to use is unity in the community. Is we want to involve the community, heavily involve the community in Set Apart Farms and what we're doing. Because we want to set these veterans and these families up for success and hopefully plug them into our community as successful, members of the community. And I think, us being able to partner with local restaurants and local businesses as well from a farm aspect, if we're able to grow certain produce and things like that, we're able to provide a farm to table fresh aspect within the community that's grown by these families, these veteran families, and any proceeds would go right back into helping support these veteran families.
That is amazing. And you talked about it being faith-based, and I'm looking at the scripture of 1 Peter 1:16 that you base it off of. It says, "Be set apart, for I am set apart." Thus the name Set Apart Farms. I love how you pick that name based on a scripture in the Bible. That's awesome.
That's right.
And I was just going to say, sorry, but the funny thing is we were not faith-based when we started this journey. So for families that are listening and, God will meet you right where you are, as long as you're willing, like I said, to incorporate those concepts of mercy and love and forgiveness for one another and your family. He's definitely going to show up for you and he'll work with you where you are. So the fact that we are where we are now, don't let that, deter anyone, and just start where you're at and then healing will come.
Yeah.
That's right, because some people will think, they're faith-based or they're Christians and they've been this way their whole life. Well, they obviously they don't know us.
Right.
Angela was a practicing pagan for over 20 years and I was a fallen away Christian. They say there's no such thing as an atheist in a fighting hole. Well, I became an atheist in a fighting hole, in combat. I kind of had a weak foundation in the scripture, so I didn't have an understanding of really what was going on. And what I thought in my mind was there was good things happening to bad people and bad things happening to good people, and I didn't understand why. And so I had turned my back on God for almost 13 years, and it was about 13 years of chaos. As a matter of fact, it was almost 13 years to the day. When he came back into my life, and that's kind of what got us back on our path. And that's basically what we teach at Set Apart Farms is that's your moral compass. That's what's going to set you up for success. That's what's going to set you and your family up for success, is basing that off your, having that be your foundation and having that be your moral compass.
And I like to say that James went from slaying to praying because he did. There's still a war to fight out there. There's a spiritual war. There's still people to lead, which is your family unit, and there's still people to train up, which is those that want to walk in the way of goodness. And so that's what we're trying to do, is heal these families and then take it, even a level further, which is, going past just healing your own family and then healing the next family when you're healed.
Yeah.
Right.
I wanted to ask James one thing, but I'm hearing how you're doing. You're doing fantastic. But in those 5 combat tours in Iraq, you had 14 concussions. Now, you mentioned earlier that, you're not an NFL player because, and you don't have the money. I don't know of any NFL player that wasn't medically retired way before they had 14 concussions. So, that was a process to go through, obviously, but your thinking is dead on, and you're so focused now, that amazes me, just listening to you guys talk.
Well, I give all the credit to God for the recovery, honestly. It was they diagnosed me, the VA diagnosed me back in 2012 with dementia, full-blown dementia. They said by 10 years I would have full-blown dementia, and I wouldn't even know who Angela was. That was in 2012. We're in 2022. Now, I still lose my truck keys every now and then, but I think I'm doing okay as far as the full-blown dementia goes. And I credit a lot of that to, like I said, God kind of touching Angela and showing her that it was a lot of food as medicine. Once Angela kind of cleared up my gut health and we really got my gut health under control, everything kind of just started healing itself.
Yep. That's awesome, and I do the same for mine too, with some all natural stuff, like the things that we were talking about, those natural remedies. I totally believe in that. I've had two brothers that have gotten addicted to opioids, and so I'm all about the natural way to go. I've seen their struggles, and I'm the oldest of 5 boys, so they are younger than me, and I never had that problem growing up. Now, I had some medical issues. People don't know this about me, and I don't tell this over the radio very often, but I had an accident shooting a bow and arrow up in the air, and I've wore a glass eye for 45 years. So I had several surgeries on that and lost my right eye. So I've had one eye for 45 years, and glaucoma now in the good one. So that's been a battle for the last 3 years. So and it's just something everybody, even veterans or no, you never know what somebody's situation is when you see that homeless person on the street or somebody that's a little bit down and just needs some help. So what I want to do with this, and we didn't even talk about this before we did the interview tonight. Obviously, I'm going to get the information to Set Apart Farms and let you tell that, and it's on our website as well. But is there any way that the country music artists can help you out with Set Apart Farms, by maybe if they want to do some benefit concerts or something to help the veterans out and raise money for the things that you guys got going on?
Oh, I mean, absolutely. We're always looking. Well, it's about exposure. Anyone that can get behind with what we're trying to do with these families to really, and it's not even, it doesn't stop with veteran families. It's our families as a whole in society in America. We really have to strengthen these families, rebuild those foundations, and set our country up for success that way. But we have an annual event out in Pasadena, Texas. It's a suburb of Houston, Texas, every year. And it's a rodeo. We partner up with the MRCA, which is the Military Rodeo Cowboys Association. So it's an all-veteran, all-military rodeo that we do out there. And, of course, any country music artists that are out there, we would love to have them come out.
And music is such a therapeutic aspect of healing. It's something that we, incorporate in our own lives, and we know how important it is. So absolutely, anybody that wants to get involved in any way, hosting fundraisers, benefits, even becoming more involved in a spokesperson, really knowing the intricate details of what we do. We absolutely want to create awareness and get our veterans and their family the resources and the healing that they need.
That sounds great. Let's do that. I'm going to work on that, and I'll promote that from today forward, and we'll get you guys working with some country music artists, especially from the state of Texas. There's some real good country music comes out of Texas, and I get a bunch of it. And Canada, even as far north as Canada, and all over the world. And of course, we're syndicated on 14 other stations around the world, and we send it right back to them, this great country music that we play. So I think that's going to be a winning partnership in getting you guys some help and some donations. And you're awesome. I appreciate the interview tonight. You guys did fantastic. I love your story. And so tell us about where people can find Set Apart Farms. I'm looking at your website, and just tell us about it. And there's a donate button on here as well.
Yep, so we have setapartfarms.org. That's setapartfarms.org. And there's a Get Involved. We have a Get Involved button. There's so many different ways to get involved, not just monetarily, but also, like Angie was saying, one of our legs is the community, utilizing the community. So people that are down here in Texas and they do have these skills, like maybe it's physical therapy or massage therapy or things like that. They can
faith-based counseling. However they want to get involved and can bring what they love doing to healing veterans and their families.
Absolutely. And then we also have another website, which is setapartfarmsfestival.com, and that's the festival we have annually every year. We had John Rich play last year. We had Jeffrey Steele. We had some amazing artists play last year. So we're always looking for some really good country music artists that want to get behind us.
There you go. That's perfect, and that's why I wanted to do this interview. I knew we had that going on, so that's great. Man, you guys have been great. James, Angela, have a fantastic weekend, and we'll talk again in a while. If you guys want to ever come back and do this again, and we've got your logo on our website in the sponsors tab of KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com, so just click on that too. If you want to find out more about Set Apart Farms, it takes you right to their website. And please donate to what these folks have going on and help these veterans and those who have been displaced because of injury, like James and your story story inspires so many, I'm sure. And boy, I was sure inspired when I read it.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much, and thank you to all your listeners for supporting veterans in their community. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, we'd love to come back. We love Branson. We'd love to come back anytime.
Absolutely. Well, you guys are welcome. Let's put some more country music on the radio. Making his debut tonight, Mr. Jason Black. This is called Here I Go Again, and we're getting ready to kick off hour number 2 of today's country on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
It's been a while since I've been out on this town. I don't recognize any faces in this crowd, and so I'm glad that you walked in and broke the ice. 'Cause I was scared to death and trying to hide. I don't wanna fall in love tonight, but something in your eyes tells me maybe I just might. I don't wanna break this heart, but baby I know all the signs. And this is how it is when it begins. Oh, heaven help me, here I go again. Yeah, I used to come here, I used to know my name, but that was years ago. Everything has changed except the way I felt when you walked in. I felt this way before and swore never again. I don't wanna fall in love tonight. Something in your eyes tells me maybe I just might. I don't wanna break this heart, but baby I know all the signs. And this is how it is when it begins. Oh, heaven help me, here I go again. We live, we love, we fall, we break, lose the strength to even try, but life somehow it has a way. And even broken hearts survive. I don't wanna fall in love tonight, but something in your eyes tells me maybe I just might. I don't wanna break this heart, but baby I know all the signs. This is how it is when it begins. Oh, heaven help me, here I go again. Here I go again. No, I don't wanna break this heart, but baby I know all the signs. This is how it is when it begins. Oh, heaven help me, here I go again.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Girl, you don't need another outlaw. Ain't looking for another Jesse James. Don't be fooled by my hat and boots. No, we ain't all the same. We don't all disappear into the sunset. Ain't all gunslanging, saloon doors swinging drunks. We ain't all rough-cut ramblers out here gambling with love. From the looks of it, I can tell your heart's breaking. just so wide. Love your biggest ass on the Arizona sky and hold you tight. Girl, that's what cowboys are for. They ain't built for running, no, we're riding to the storm. Be your strength when you feel weak, man, and sweep you off your feet. So take my hand and let's get back up on that horse, 'cause that's what cowboys are for. Damsel in distress, and you've been waiting for a hero to go saddle up and save you. Girl, that's what cowboys are for. Ain't built for running, we're right into the store. Your strength when you feel weak, come and sweep you off your feet. So take my hand, let's get back up on that horse. That's what cowboys are for. That's what cowboys are for. That's what cowboys are for.
His name is Brandon Davis. He has been on tour this summer with the one and the only Mr. Tim McGraw, along with Russell Dickerson and Alexandra Kay. Good stuff on the radio to kick off hour number 2. A hit song from Brandon Davis called What Cowboys Are For. Go follow him on every platform of social media. I found him on that great little app called TikTok. Follow Brandon Davis Music over there. And if you want to follow yours truly, I am at Tim Kelly on air. Well, I'm on the air for another 2 hours. Welcome to hour number 2 of Today's Country with Tim Kelly hosting the show. KICR Indie Country Radio, live every Thursday and Friday night from Branson, Missouri, the live entertainment capital of the world. We've got live entertainment going on in our chat room right now. I wasn't able to chat while I was doing the radio interview. Lots of multitasking there, keeping that thing on the air. But you didn't want to hear me hitting my keyboard while we were doing the radio interview. But I'm going to hit the play button right now for a gentleman that is in our live chat room. His name is Jimmy Parker. This is called Live Before I Die on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio. New country's best on New Music Friday.
I want to spend these precious days with those that I hold dear. Live in the moment and let go of my fears. I want to dance to the music each and every day. Hold on to the feeling before it slips away. I want to live before I die. I want to laugh until I cry. I want to spread my wings and fly, soar across the sky. I want to live before I die. I'm gonna stand on a hilltop with open arms I will sing. I'll reach for the heavens and touch the angel's wings. A lifetime's gone in a minute. Won't let the world pass me by. And if I get knocked to the ground, well, I'll stand tall again and try. I want to live before I die. I want to laugh until I cry. I want to spread my wings and fly, soar across the sky. I want to live before I die. I want to live before I die. laugh until I cry. I wanna spread my wings and fly, soar across the sky. I wanna live before I die. I wanna live before I die. I wanna laugh until I cry. I wanna spread my wings and fly, soar across the sky. I wanna live before I die. I wanna live before I die. I wanna laugh until I cry. I wanna spread my wings and fly, soar across the sky. I wanna live before I die. I wanna live. I wanna laugh. I wanna live before I die.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do.
Today's country.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country. New country. New country. New country.
Oh, you and I, we agree. We got a good thing. Sometimes we don't see eye to eye on what life brings. Sitting on the kitchen floor, I hear through the bedroom door, talking me down to your mother. But I don't wanna fuck this out. I know that you got your doubts.
Her name is Casey Johns. That is called Confused. And if you're confused whether we're radio or television, well, we're both. You can check out the video to that one on ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.net. Speaking of more television or more visual viewing, she's going to be a special guest on this week's edition of the Roger the Wild Child Show, Nashville edition. He's a great show sponsor of ours. You can hit our sponsors tab and find Roger the Wild Child Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. RogerTheWildChildShow.com is his website, and he will be interviewing Casey Johns this Sunday night at 7 p.m. Central Time, and that's going to be great. It is visual. You'll be able to see what Casey Johns looks like, and if she brings her guitar, she'll play a song or two for you as well. Well, speaking of playing a song or two for you, I'm going to keep doing that, and we've got another great artist that we're getting ready to debut tonight on the program. Now, this artist I just recently saw Mr. Blake Shelton give a big shout out to because he was the winner of season number 18 of NBC's The Voice, Team Blake, but he was on season 18 when the pandemic was going around, so they did everything virtually on season 18 of The Voice, so his music never has really taken off. But when I heard it, it's going to take off now because I'm going to play one of his great songs, and you can check out the video to this one as well on ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.com. His name is Todd Tillman. Now, it sounds like Tillman. It is actually spelled Tilghman, and I'll type it in the chat room here in just a second. This is called Home Wasn't Built in a Day on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
In a one-bedroom apartment over her grandma's garage, just a couple crazy kids in love, that's where this story starts. We weren't afraid of nothing, 'cause we didn't have a clue. Some stick-on tiles and a coat of paint, and we turned that house into a home. It wasn't built in a day, didn't happen overnight. It took a lot of ups and downs, a lot of wrongs and rights. I did a lot of hanging on when I wanted to let go. Took a lot of years and tears and prayers, but now we know that home wasn't built in a day. The numbers on the mailbox ain't the only thing that changed when you handed me that test and then a book of baby names. It wouldn't be the last time I'd see that glow again. After 2 turned into 3, turned into 4, turned into 10, and filled our home. It wasn't built in a day, didn't happen overnight. It took a lot of ups and downs, a lot of wrongs and rights. You did a lot of hanging on when you wanted to let go. Took a lot of years and tears and prayers, but now we know that home wasn't built in a day. Oh, the days were long, but the years flew by. These pictures on the wall show me why. The story of you and I, it wasn't built in a day, didn't happen overnight. It took a lot of ups and downs, a lot of wrongs and rights. We did a lot of hanging on when we wanted to let go. It took a lot of years and tears and prayers, but now we know that home wasn't built in a day. It wasn't in a day. Oh.
Number 1 for today's country. New music discovery. Now.
We ain't all cheering for the same teams. We ain't all reaching for the same dreams. We don't all come from the same hometowns. Got different ways to work things out. Ain't living by the same means. No, we're not praying for the same things. But we all love the underdog. We're all scared to say we're wrong. We all drink too much sometimes. All got something we left behind. All got way too much to do. All want someone to come home to. We're all still 16 in fast cars, wishing we were rock stars. We may never like the same bands. No, maybe we won't ever understand why someone is the way they are, why we can't have the neighbor's yard, why we can't do the things that they can. Well, I guess no one's dealt the same hand. But we all love the underdog. We're all scared to say we're wrong. We all drink too much sometimes. All got something we left behind. All got way too much to do. All want someone to come home to. We're all still 16 in fast cars, wishing we were rock stars. Whoa. 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 We all want the reasons why. We all miss our mom sometimes. We all see the world a little different. But we all need something to believe in. Yeah, we all love the underdog. We're all scared to say we're wrong. We all drink too much sometimes. All got something we left behind. All got way too much to do. All want someone to come home to. We're all still 16 in fast cars, wishing we were rock stars. Oh. Wishing we were rock stars.
Making her radio debut tonight on KICR Indie Country Radio. Her name is Emily Earl, and Earl has an E on the end of that. It is called Rock Stars, and this is why I love being in radio and television. That video to that song showed up on my news feed before the song did, so we got both. Now, you can check out the video to Rock Stars from Emily Earl on ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.com, and you can watch those videos 24/7, even when we're not on the radio. So there you go. There's your weekend plans right there. Well, here's my plans for the next song. How about my good buddy, Mr. Marty Hedden? This is called A Little Less Lonely on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on New Music Friday.
I'm only half past heartache, and it's almost closing time. Just like that clock on the wall, you're still hanging on my mind. Every sip feels like one more step, a little farther down that line. I'm a little less lonely, a lighter shade of blue. me able to smile. Even two-step with a stranger, forget about you for a while. It's a long, hard road, and I'm moving real slow, but at least for a few more miles I'll be a little less lonely. A lighter shade of blue, I'm climbing and stumbling, trying to get over you. Order me one more round of a double shot of Crown, 'cause I'm drowning her goodbye. I'm a little less lonely, if only for tonight. Pour me one more round of a double shot of Crown, 'cause I'm drowning her goodbye. I'm a little less lonely, if only for tonight.
New country sounds like this.
I'd rather drink a hot beer, build a fire in the pouring rain, burn all of my fishing gear, then set sail in a hurricane.
And this.
I don't wanna be a good time girl, arm around my shoulder, shutting down your favorite bar.
And this.
99 Halo couldn't take you away.
You're listening to the best in new country music on KICR Indie Country Radio.
Maybe it's the sound of that horse running. Maybe it's the feeling of what's coming when there's two wheels down on a runaway, you've shown up late. Maybe it's fate. It's coming home from school and knowing mama's always there. It's those late night songs and tear-filled prayers that's got me running around this no stoplight town, asking for one more shot at Jackson. 'Cause I've got a couple bucks in my back pocket, a few rides that are worth the walk, and a spiral notebook full of songs where I try to find out what went wrong when Granddaddy tried to come home that night from a bar fight and wound up gone. It's the kind of things a kid can't depend on. Spent my whole life chasing my brothers, some one-time lovers. They taught me the superficial things ain't what it means to fix a broken heart. That's the start. I've got a couple bucks in my back pocket, few rides that are worth the walk, and a spiral notebook full of songs where I try to find out what went wrong when Granddaddy tried to come home that night from a bar fight and wound up gone.
I had a great radio interview, our second one last night with Darian Lee. That is her latest single. It is called Jackson. If you missed it, check out last night's show, a Triple Play Thursday edition of Today's Country with Tim Kelly. And every artist on the show on Triple Play Thursday gets played 3 times in a row. So if you're going to send over music and you want to get on that song, you got to send over 3 really good ones. IndieCountryRadio@yahoo.com is our email address for MP3s. If you want to get your videos out there, IndieCountryTelevision@yahoo.com is that address. Well, this next gentleman has an address in Texas, but on October the 8th, Saturday night, he is going to be live at Midnight Rodeo just north of Branson, Missouri in Springfield. And guess who has plans to go see him and meet him, maybe do an interview, maybe do a radio show. I don't know. It's still in the works. We're going to figure all of that out. But we're going to go check out Mr. Randall King. This is a great song from Randall King. It is called You in a Honky Tonk on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Cotton flannel on a front porch swing, leather jacket and some tight blue jeans. Don't get me started on the things I think when you're wearing nothing but them soft white sheets. Yeah. Listen, baby, you can put on anything, but what drives me crazy is seeing you in a honky-tonk, the way you're slipping that neon on. Girl, there ain't a look you can't pull off. Nothing turns me on like you in a honky-tonk. Smoke rings, glowing greens and reds, they hug your body like a long black dress. It's tailor-made for your silhouette. Nothing steals my breath like seeing you in a honky-tonk, the way you're slipping that neon on. Girl, there ain't a look you can't pull off, but nothing turns me on like you. Sipping and swaying and singing, girl, all I'm saying is it fits you like a glove. Listen, baby, you can put on anything, but I just go crazy seeing you in a honky-tonk, the way you're slipping that neon on. Girl, there ain't a look you can't pull off, but nothing turns me on like you. Slipping that neon on. Girl, there ain't a look you can't pull off, but nothing turns me on like you in a honky-tonk. Oh, in a honky-tonk, in a honky-tonk.
There was one man, Tim Kelly, and there was only one radio station, Indie Country Radio.
I'm sitting over here, you're sitting over there, spinning our wheels, not getting nowhere, fussing and fighting, slinging this mud a long way from where I wish I was. Stuck in the middle of your heart, in the middle of your head, in between your two arms, in the bed of your truck, in the middle of nowhere. Boy, I wanna go where my mind's stuck. two arms in the bed of your truck in the middle of nowhere. Boy, I wanna go where my mind's stuck. I'm sitting over here, you're sitting over there. Stuck.
Well, you're stuck with me for another 90 minutes of the best in new country music. That is a great song from my good friend Ariel Hutchins. We've done one interview, there will be more. And her latest single, it is called Stuck. That song was written by Dean Dillon. If you know that name, he's in the Country Music Hall of Fame for a reason. He wrote a lot of #1 singles for Mr. George Strait. There you go. And he wrote that song, and Ariel Hutchins ran with it. That is a great, great song. Video to it on our TV channel, ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.com. The latest single from Justin Dukes is up next. It is called One Step Away on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday. I think you could two-step to this one if you wanted to.
By the way you're down in that drink, you've had a long, hard week. And that dress, I must confess, girl, is working on me. You say you don't dance, that's alright. You got me. I'll throw a 20 to the band if you'll let these old boots lead till there's nothing between you and I. Taking a chance in four-quarter town, spinning around, stirring up a spark till I'm one step away. Stepping away with your heart. I ain't heard ain't no yet, but there's a maybe in those eyes. We can dance it out on the floor. Come on, let's give us a try till there's nothing between you and I. Chance in four-quarter town, spinning around, stirring up a spark till I'm one step away from two-stepping away with your heart. Song, we may fall in love tonight. There's nothing between you and I. Taking a chance in four-quarter town, spinning around, stirring up a spark till I'm one step away from two-stepping away with your heart. Away from two-stepping away with your heart.
Nobody knows new country like we know new country. Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
It might be a Friday, Saturday or Sunday. It's finally time for us to all unwind. Knock the workday off your boots, turn on up and just let loose. Lift those long necks to the sky. We've been waiting for the weekend. Tonight let's jump into the deep end. Find a place with a party crowd, crank that country music loud. We'll burn our candles from both ends. We've been waiting
That song will get you ready for the weekend, that's for sure. By request, that is Darren Morris from the Darren Morris Band, our good friend from Gilmer, Texas. And we'll send it out to Lula Bradbury. Listen to us live in Indianapolis, Indiana, a good friend of ours as well. We've known Lula for a long, long time. She has actually been to my house. She has ice cream now at her house, so I'm heading over there after this show. This next song is the debut single, her latest single, rather, not her debut. She was on season 19 of NBC's The Voice, Team Kelly Clarkson, but I had to hold on to this for a week because People.com got it first. She had a great write-up this week in People magazine. Miss Presley Tennant, this is called Break My Heart, her latest single on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
I like the way you make me wanna fall, make me wanna close my eyes and jump right off over the edge, right into the deep end. I'm hanging on to every word to say, yeah, we're up and down, off and on, and that's okay, as long as I can have you, it's all worth the pain. I don't care if it's one more night or the rest of my life. I want you to break my heart, keep every piece when it falls apart. Long as you put it back together, or go through this forever. Only want your name on these scars. I want you to break my heart. I'm wrapped around your finger more than I should be. Every second without you is an eternity. I'll take everything you got to give. I'll give you back all of me. If you wanna leave, I'll set you free, but I'll always take you back. I want you to break my heart, keep every piece when it falls apart. Long as you put it back together, or go through this forever. Only want your name on these scars. I want you to break my heart. Slam the door, leave you the key to get back in anytime you want. I want you to break my heart, keep every piece when it falls apart. Long as you put it back together, I'll go through this forever. Only want your name on these scars. I want you to break my heart. I want you to break my heart.
You're listening to New Music Friday on KICR Indie Country Radio.
Digging myself in so that you can't get to me. I lost my way, I'm not where I wanna be. I can stay just as long as it takes. I am lost, it'd seem, and I don't know you're helping me. I'll just nestle here in Mother Earth, bury my head down deep in the dirt. I'll wait until the threat of you goes away. Maybe one, maybe two, as many hours, even days that I need, until I am at ease and there's nothing to harm me. Lift my head beyond my way. Lost my way. Lost my way. I can wait just as long as it takes. I mean no harm, I'll try and help you to escape. I wanna take you back to where you wanna be. Let me help with your plight, there's no need for you to fight. I know you're trust. It was not my intention to disrupt your adventure on this fine summer day. You are lost, you did seem, and you don't know you're helping me with what I need to create and complete something new and unique for today. Lost my help you through the door. Spike my finger, let the blood run free. If it's this it takes, it's a small price to pay for what you need for you to break free. You are lost, it would seem, beyond your way. Lost my way.
His name is Brendan McMahon. That is his latest single. It is called Lost My Way. I love that one. Boy, they did great instrumentally and vocally on that. Congratulations on that one. New Country's Best, ladies and gentlemen. We have it. Well, I debuted this song last week, and they wanted to play it some more in the month of September since it's Suicide Prevention Month. This video to this song is also on our TV channel, ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.com. The artist is Chad Wilson. The song is called The Devil on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
The devil's real, and he walks around from place to place, from town to town, looking for the lonely, the broken down. The devil's real, and he walks around. The devil steals what you love the most. All that remains is just a ghost. What good's the world if you lose your soul? The devil steals what you love the most. Don't come around here no more, devil. Don't come around here no more. Don't come around here no more, devil. Don't come around here no more. The devil kills what makes you whole. You lose yourself, you lose control. Don't be deceived, just fool's gold. The devil kills what makes you whole. Don't come around here no more, devil. Don't come around here no more. Don't come around here no more, devil. Don't come around here no
New and exciting.
Broadcasted live from Spreaker.com and iHeartRadio.
Spent every second with them late last summer. $10 dates and Percy Priest sunburns. 4th of July, looking up at the skies when I knew. He said he couldn't wait to show me Colorado. Told me in August that we'd take a Silverado. And he knew a place we could stop halfway driving through. There were sparks flying, but it took it too far. Knew better, but I trusted my heart. Got too close and then I got burned. 'Cause that's how fire works. Wish I could have seen the red flags in time, but let myself write a love story in my mind. Should have known I would just get hurt. 'Cause that's how fire works. Mom always told me that love makes you dumb and you can't talk somebody into being the one. She told me first, but I still had to learn it the hard way. There were sparks flying, but it took it too far. Knew better, but I trusted my heart. Got too close and then I got burned. 'Cause that's how fire works. Wish I could have seen the red flags in time, but let myself write a love story in my mind. Should have known I would just get hurt. 'Cause that's how fire works. That's how fire works. Dancing with hills like my hand on a stove. Chasing a flame only leaves you with smoke. It leaves a mark even after it goes out. There were sparks flying, but I took it too far. Knew better, but I trusted my heart. Oh, and I got burned. Oh, I wish I could have seen the red flags in time, but let myself write a love story in my mind. Should have known I would just get hurt. And knowing he's fine only makes it worse. But that is how fire works.
the latest single from Gray Robinson. It is called Fireworks, and the video to that one is on our TV channel, ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.com. Great song right there. Well, the young lady that's always in my chat room from Maryland, Miss Kelsey Parker, has been MIA in hour number 2 because she left my live show in my chat room to go see another live show. She's hanging out with two sisters. Their name is Presley and Taylor. I'm getting ready to play a song by them right now. It is called Everybody Sees It, including Kelsey Parker. And now you're going to hear it on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on New Music Friday.
You walk into the crowd, your eyes meet up with mine. We get to hanging out like it's any other night, just shooting conversation like we always do. Whenever it's time we're wasting, you noticed it too. Girls don't come up to you, guys don't come up to me. Yeah, they could, but they just let us be. I guess on the outside looking in, people think we're more than friends, like we got something going on. We can't put a finger on it. Maybe we don't want it to be all we've ever wanted, but don't it make you wonder why when we smile at each other, the world thinks we're falling in love? How come everybody sees it? Everybody sees it but us. We tell our inside jokes, throw our heads back and laugh. We accidentally touch and pull our hands back fast. No, we don't even try to make it look so easy. They think we're blind, just being you and me. I guess on the outside looking in, people think we're more than friends, like we got something going on. We can't put a finger on it. Maybe we don't want it to be all we ever wanted, but don't it make you wonder why when we smile at each other, the world thinks we're falling in love? How come everybody sees it? Everybody sees it but us. Girls don't come up to you, guys don't come up to me. Everybody sees it. Everybody sees it but us. I guess on the outside looking in, people think we're more than friends, like we got something going on. We can't put a finger on it. Maybe we don't want it to be all we've ever wanted, but don't it make you wonder why when we smile at each other, the world thinks we're falling in love? How come everybody sees it? Everybody sees it but us. Everybody sees it. Everybody sees it but us. Everybody sees it. Everybody sees it but us.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
It's that tin roof rain on a Sunday morning. It's your grandma's cross around your neck. It's that sunrise glowing through the blinds in the window, the kind that always steal my breath. Why would I ever want to leave? I don't want to go to heaven when heaven's right here lying next to me. I count every kiss and every blessing. It's the only proof I'll ever need. I don't want to go to heaven when heaven's right here lying next to me. It's like that old dirt road was paved in gold. The pearly gates are our front porch. Loving you makes me believe, even if the good Lord don't let me in, I got a glimpse of what it could have been. So I don't wanna go to heaven when heaven's right here lying next to me. I count every kiss and every blessing. It's the only proof I'll ever need. I don't wanna go to heaven when heaven's right here lying next to me. Oh, oh, lying next to me. Oh, oh. I don't wanna go to heaven when heaven's right here lying next to me. I count every kiss and every blessing. The only proof I'll ever need. Yeah. I don't wanna go to heaven when heaven's right here next to me. I count every kiss and every blessing. It's the only proof I'll ever need. I don't wanna go to heaven when heaven's right here lying next to me. Lying next to me.
He recently got to perform at the Grand Ole Opry at the Ryman Auditorium in Nashville, Tennessee, in that circle where all the artists want to be. He is Nate Smith, and a smash hit song right there called I Don't Want to Go to Heaven. Well, you're there musically right now. Welcome to the third hour of Today's Country with yours truly, Tim Kelly, hosting the show, KICR Indie Country Radio. Add a .com to that, and you'll find us live on our website. Every Thursday and Friday night, we kick off the show at 7 p.m. Central Time and go to 10 p.m. Central Time. We're going to kick off hour number 3 in style. This is Adam Sanders. This is called Just Need One, maybe one more hour, on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Girl, don't rush off the phone. I know it's getting late, but while I got you, hear me out, I got a lot to say. I've been sitting here wondering where we went wrong since you've been gone. If you gotta go, I get it. Girl, if you got a minute, I just need one to prove that we ain't done. I know we said we were gonna hang it up, but baby, don't hang up. Yeah, I can love you back if you can back off letting your leaving run. I don't need every chance there is under this missing you, son. Baby, I just need one. It just took one mistake for me to realize I didn't want to make that one again in my life. Be a hell of a heartbreak if I had to set you free. You might find somebody new, but girl, when it comes to me, yeah, I just need one to prove that we ain't done. I know we said we were gonna hang it up, but baby, don't hang up. Yeah, I can love you back if you can back all the letting your leaving run. I don't need some. Oh, 'cause baby, I just need one. If it's over, girl, I get it. But if there's a shot at a future with you in it, I just need one. Girl, I just need you. Yeah, I know we said we were gonna hang it up, but that's one thing that I can't do. Yeah, I can love you back if you can back all the letting your leaving run. I don't need every chance there is under this missing you sun. Baby, I just need one. I just need one. Oh, baby, I just need one. I just need one.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it. Today's country.
I love absolutely every single song they play. This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like the music. I like the DJs.
There's even more to like.
I like everything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country. New country.
New country.
New country.
There's a makeshift cedar cabin where only sinners tend to go. Moonlight bouncing off of moonshine down a long dark gravel road. That old man gets kinda weary when you cross his property line. He's been making that good stuff that'll damn near make you go blind. He's got the blue flame that burns hotter than the pits of hell. Nobody knows his name, but they know what that old man sells. You can call him what you want or what you will, but use your words wise. 'Cause there's been men go down there that ain't come back alive. Now there's a headstone near that cabin where we laid him down to rest. I still go there sometimes just to taste the best. Some folks say he never died. As for them, they'll never know. But late at night when the moon is bright, he's still making that liquid gold. He's got the blue flame that burns hotter than the pits of hell. Nobody knows his name, but they know what that old man sells. You can call him what you want or what you will, but choose your words wise. 'Cause there's been men go down there that ain't come back alive. He's got the blue flame that burns hotter than the pits of hell. Nobody knows his name, but they know what that old man sells. You can call him what you want or what you will, but choose your words wise. 'Cause there's been men go down there that ain't come back alive. You can call him what you want or what you will, but choose your words wise. 'Cause there's been men go down there that ain't come back alive.
That is our good friend Mark Owens, originally from Arkansas, now making his way in country music in the great state of Florida, the Sunshine State. That is a great song called Blue Flame, and what a great story that song tells inside of it. I love it. Well, I love this next artist as well. She charted 9 #1 singles with her former record label Curb Records. Now she has her own independent record label called Dreambound Records. She is the one, the only Joe D. Messina. This is called Love on a Maybe on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on New Music Friday.
You say don't be mad at you, but what am I supposed to do? I can't keep wasting space in my heart. You get close and then you push away. Your car is back in my driveway. You know what to say. I hope you stay. Can't come back around, can't come back around. Getting my hopes up just to tear them down. I don't need you for a minute. Don't stand there telling me you're in it, 'cause I need you to show me you won't leave me hanging. No, I can't give my love. No, I can't give my love on a maybe. You know every part of me, reach in to the heart of me. You make me believe I'm on top of the world. Get close, come sit close to me, so that you can see the view from up here is undeniable. Can't come back around, can't come back around. Getting my hopes up just to tear them down. I don't need you for a minute. Don't stand there telling me you're in it, 'cause I need you to show me you won't leave me hanging. No, I can't give my love. No, I can't give my love on a maybe. We could be I don't need you for a minute. Don't stand there telling me you're in it. No, I need you to show me you won't leave me hanging. No, I can't give my love. No, I can't give my love on a maybe. I can't give my love. No, I can't give my love on a maybe. No, the love on a maybe. No.
New country sounds like this.
I'm a hell-raising backwoods homegrown junkie. I need the country.
And this.
Be strong when you're weak. Be the truth you believe. Be the more than you need. I would for you.
And this.
Back in Nashville, 1975. Nashville, 1975.
You're listening to the best in new country music on KICR, Indie Country Radio.
and I order them nice and strong, floating just like a star through the neon light I lean on. 'Cause I'm drinking myself to sleep every other night of the week till I see you and maybe dream you. And I don't wanna change or stay the same. I wanna let you go, I wanna make you stay. I wanna sing along and I wanna hold my tongue what I'm trying to say. 'Cause baby, I'm not alright, but I'm okay. Where'd you go? I wanna find you, wanna hold you, wanna know. Where did you go? Where'd you go? I wanna find you, wanna hold you, wanna know. Oh, where did you go? And I don't wanna change or stay the same. I wanna let you go, I wanna make you stay. I wanna sing along and I wanna hold my tongue what I'm trying to say. Baby, I'm not alright, but I'm okay. Yeah, baby, I'm not alright, but I'm okay.
They are a great country music duo from the state of Texas. They are Shotgun Rider. Yes, that's the name of the band, and the song is called I'm Not Alright. Well, I am alright. I hope you're alright too, and we are getting you ready for the weekend with the best in new country music. I hope you have a great weekend, and won't be too much longer, and summer's going to be over with, but it's not going to feel like it this next week. If you want to check out the live full weather forecast, if you're planning a trip to Branson, Missouri, it is on our website, the weekly weather forecast, KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. The debut single for Lawson Bates is up next. It is called The Way I See You on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on New Music Friday.
You'd never be afraid to face the mirror. You would never pick yourself apart. You'd love everything that you tried on, feel pretty with a makeup gone, see beautiful instead of broken parts. If you could just see you the way I see you, there's nothing in this world you'd want to change. You'd see an angel, you'd understand the reason why I fell, and you'd believe it too if you could just see you the way I see you. You wonder if you make the world a better place, but you already did that just by waking up. It's the way you love and how you laugh, give people time that you don't have. Girl, who you are is more than just enough. If you could just see you the way I see you, there's nothing in this world you'd want to change. You'd see an angel, you'd understand the reason why I fell, you'd believe it too if you could just see you the way I see you. If you could look through my eyes, feel through my heart, stand where I'm standing, you'd be crazy about the way you really are. you could just see you the way that I see you. There's not a thing you would ever change. You'd see an angel, you'd understand the reason why I fell, and you'd believe it too if you could just see you. Oh, you'd believe it too if you could just see you the way I see you, the way that I see you.
Party till we drop.
It's always a party.
Just partying it up.
Your country party is here all summer.
It's summertime.
Crank up the AC, because things are heating up.
No, seriously, turn up the AC or the shirt's coming off. You don't want to see this dad bod.
Turning up the summer country right now.
Every single summer I wonder if you think about me.
Your summertime station is Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
Every single summer I still think about how we used to ride around town in your hand-me-down Ford. Blue eyes on a boat dock, making small talk, trying not to say the wrong thing. Dancing to a Dirk song, didn't take long. Strangers turn to lovers in a blink. Ooh, most of the year I'm fine without you. But every single summer I still think about how we used to ride around town in your hand-me-down Ford. Parking by the water, start floating like bobbers until the sun kissed the shore. It was you and me, living bigger than we could afford, sitting in a sycamore tree. Every single summer I wonder if you think about me. Red lips on a Coke can, caught myself falling for your farmer's tan. Still ain't found a better sunset yet. Ever since you left I've been trying, but I can't. Every single summer I still think about how we used to ride around town in your hand-me-down Ford. Parking by the water, start floating like bobbers until the sun kissed the shore. It was you and me, living bigger than we could afford, sitting in a sycamore tree. Every single summer I wonder if you think about me and your teeth singing Red Dirt Road, slow kissing you in the bumper glow. Do you wish you were there? Are you wondering where did it go? Where did it go? Every single summer I still think about how we used to ride around town in your hand-me-down Ford. Parking by the water, start floating like bobbers until the sun kissed the shore. It was you and me, living bigger than we could afford, sitting in a sycamore tree. Every single summer I wonder if you think about me.
There it is, a great summertime song for you. Her name is Marin Taylor, M-A, capital R-Y-N-N. It is pronounced Marin Taylor, and every single summer, talented young lady on the radio tonight. Mr. Tyler Braden is up next, good friend of mine with a hit single right here. It is called Love is a Dead End Road on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on New Music Friday.
Thought Thought it was finding someone that was just like me, wanting college football up on the big screen every Saturday all through fall. But no, love is a dead-end road. Thought it meant she'd pick a guitar, shoot pool with the boys in a smoky old bar room, and throw them back without a second thought. But love is a dead-end road on the outskirts of our hometown, where the blacktop turns into gravel drive sounds. Pines line the river all the way to our house, where family and friends, they all gather around to see little bare feet take the very first step. Talk about it over and over again, where you thank God it didn't turn out how you thought. Well, you got her hand on the hold. Love is a dead-end road. Thought I had it all planned out, who she'd be, where we'd be now. One right, wrong turn, as it turns out this old boy found that love is a dead-end road on the outskirts of our hometown, where the blacktop turns into gravel drive sounds. Pines line the river all the way to our house, where family and friends, they all gather round to see her high school love take my little girl's hand. White dress, wedding bells, and daddy's last dance, where you thank God it didn't turn out how you thought. We got her hand to hold. Love is a dead-end road on the outskirts of our hometown, where the blacktop turns into gravel drive sounds. Pines line the river all the way to our house, where family and friends, they all gather round to tell daddy goodbye just one more time. Tears saved for one hell of a life, where you thank God it didn't turn out how you thought. Oh, you thank God it didn't turn out how you thought. We got her hand to hold. Love is a dead-end road. Love is a dead-end road.
You're listening to Tim Kelly on Indie Country Radio.
Yesterday's dirty dishes sitting at the table with us. You stopped by for a smoke and a beer a couple hours ago, but you're still here. Fish sticks and mayonnaise, bush lights in a purple haze. Ain't a thing that I would trade for these moments with you, dear. I wanna bottle you up, I wanna take you home, I wanna put you on a hanging shelf, nice and close, so I could take you down when I'm feeling blue. Pour myself a big old glass of me and you. I wanna bottle you up. Looking like you crawled out of bed, tangled up in a spider web. You probably got a pounding head, last night's smoke on your breath. But you're sure looking pretty to me. You're like a tank of gasoline. Light a match within 10 feet and I bet you'd start to scream. I wanna bottle you up, I wanna take you home, I wanna put you on a hanging shelf, nice and close, so I can take you down when I'm feeling blue. Pour myself a big old glass of me and you. I wanna bottle you up.
Put you on low, hanging shelf, nice and close, so I can take you down when I'm feeling blue. Pour myself a big old glass of me and you. I wanna bottle you up.
His name is Joe Stamm, S-T-A-M-M. Joe Stamm from the Joe Stamm Band. That is called Bottle You Up. I think this show could be bottled up. The music has been top-notch. That's why we call it New Country's Best. You can follow us on Twitter at our account over there at New Country's Best. My personal account on Twitter is at Tim Kelly On Air, on Instagram and TikTok at Tim Kelly On Air as well. Well, we're still on the air. Let's get some more music on it. How about the latest single from Jenna Paulette from the state of Texas? Video to this one on our TV channel, ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.com. It is called El Paso on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio. New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
I bet you out there checking fences, bringing all the mail in. 2 fingers of bourbon waiting for me to check in. And when you go to sleep in our bed, I hope you know you're in my head, pulling me a little closer, your lips kissing my shoulder. You're promising you'll hold me and love me when I'm old me, but not a damn thing would change, even when I fly away. You got both feet on the ground, I'm on the moon up so high, shining down on a different town, just dreaming as big as a Texas sky. But now I'm missing home while I'm out here on the road. Ooh, yeah. You got away with that lasso, pulling me back to El Paso. I lost track of all the miles, sleeping in between the cities, but I can't forget your smile, cause I got your picture with me. So even in this hotel bed, you're the only thing in my head. When I'm under bright lights, it almost gets me too high. But baby, every word I sing about you, every word's the whole damn truth. You got both feet on the ground, I'm on the moon up so high, shining down on a different town, just dreaming as big as a Texas sky. But now I'm missing home while I'm out here on the road. Ooh, yeah. You got away with that lasso, pulling me back to El Paso. When I'm under bright lights, it almost gets me too high. But baby, every word I sing about you, every word's the whole damn truth. You got both feet on the ground, I'm on the moon up so high, shining down on a different town, just dreaming as big as a Texas sky. But now I'm missing home while I'm out here on the road. Ooh, yeah. You got away with that lasso, pulling me back to El Paso.
You're listening to New Music Friday on KICR Indie Country Radio.
to sum up the way you look at me, babe. Saying it right now, it's a little deeper. Just when I think I can, I love you more than any storm that's coming. Let the sky keep falling. Yeah, the world's got nothing on us. You won't scare me away, so bring on the rain. I love you more than any tide that's turning. Let the sun keep burning. No, it won't be perfect, but on the worst of our days, that's what I mean when I say I love you more. I look into your eyes and my heart starts dancing. Even when we fight, I can't stay mad, 'cause you make me laugh. And to this day it's nothing different. Not that it's a competition, but I love you more than any storm that's coming. Let the sky keep falling. Yeah, the world's got nothing on us. You won't scare me away, so bring on the rain. I love you more than any tide that's turning. Let the sun keep burning. No, it won't be perfect, but on the worst of our days, that's what I mean when I say I love you more. That's what I mean when I say I love you more. Yeah, I love you more.
How about the young ladies of country music? Aren't they fantastic? Her name is Avery Anna. That is called I Love You More, and the video to that one is on our TV channel, ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.com. Up next, my good friend Jason Blaine from Canada. This is called Countryside. We love it on the new Countryside. On today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
You'll know her when you see her. She'll be the one in the scuffed up boots, old ball cap, ponytail through the back, grooving to a Garth Brooks tune. Her first car was a truck. She ain't afraid to sling it in the mud. Ooh, 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 that's the thing about my baby. Ooh, 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 you can blame it on her raising. She get a little unwound on a Friday night. Coke in the crown, the moon and the shine. Lord, I love how she ain't shy, showing off her countryside. She'll meet her friends out, get a little out, round about Friday night. Might shotgun, a couple cool ones, out where the stars shine bright. Favorite blue jeans frayed and torn, out there with the crickets and the cattle and the corn. Ooh, 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 that's the thing about my baby. Ooh, 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 you can blame it on her raising. She get a little unwound on a Friday night, with the Coke in the crown, the moon and the shine. Lord, I love how she ain't shy, showing off her countryside. silver in the dashboard lights shows a little more of that countryside. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's the thing about my baby. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You can blame it on her raising. So get a little unwound on a Friday night. Coke in the crown, the moon in the shine. Lord, I love how she ain't shy, showing off her countryside. Yeah, showing off her countryside.
Giddy up, howdy, this is Jane from One Ugly Cowboy, and you're listening to Today's Country with Tim Kelly on KICR Indie Country Radio and KUHSDenver.com. Woo! Ride with the wind.
This old cowboy's lived the blues. I've had my share of downs. Seen the only thing I could count on was my shadow on the ground. Took my hard knock straight up, dusted off my boots, pulled my hat down on my forehead, determined not to lose. Keep believing. Sunrise, sunset. When the trail goes on and it's cold and wet. A simple twist of fate, and everything can change. I'm just one lucky break from lucky. Been living my whole life, it seems, on a waiting prayer. If nothing was worth something, I'd be a millionaire. Love keeps evading me, spend most nights alone. When the dark bites cold and lonely, the whiskey keeps me warm. Keep believing. Sunrise, sunset. When the trail goes on and it's cold and wet. A simple twist of fate, and everything can change. I'm just one lucky break for lucky. When the dust finally settles and I look back on my life, if I didn't bet the right horse, at least I rolled the dice. Keep believing. Sunrise, sunset. When the trail goes on and it's cold and wet. A simple twist of fate, and everything can change. I'm just one lucky break from lucky. Gotta keep on dreaming. I gotta keep believing.
Back-to-back Canadian artists. That's our good friends Richard and Jane. Jane singing lead vocals there from One Ugly Cowboy in Toronto, Canada. They are amazing, and I've interviewed them 5 or 6 times, and their family around here as well. Love us some One Ugly Cowboy. Well, this next artist is from Kennett, Missouri, over in the Boot Hill part of the state. He's a great singer and a great songwriter. He wrote In Case You Didn't Know for Brett Young, and he has recently wrote Damn Straight for Scotty McCreery that is having a huge impact all over country radio right now. He's our good friend Trent Tomlinson. This is called When She Goes There. Let's go there right now on Today's Country from KICR, broadcasting live from Branson, Missouri, the live entertainment capital of the world, playing new country's best.
I know that number, but I ain't picking up. She's coming over, gonna pick up her stuff. Ain't in the mood for a real big fight, wrecking my mind. Hell no, not tonight. Turn off the lights and lock it all up. Grab the keys and go fire up the truck. Ain't gonna be nowhere to be found when it all goes down. I don't wanna be here when she goes there, so I can't see that she don't care. If I don't see the leaving all over her face, I can keep believing everything's okay. If I don't feel the hurting hit and hear goodbye rolling off her lips, there's still a chance she ain't going anywhere. So I don't wanna be here when she goes there. As long as I'm bellied up to a bar, I won't see her climbing out of her car. I won't see her stepping up on that porch, coming that door, get to doing what she came here for. I know there's no way I can take her looking so good while she's walking away. If I'm gone, I could brush it off like it never really happened at all. I don't wanna be here when she goes there, so I can't see that she don't care. If I don't see the leaving all over her face, I can keep believing everything's okay. If I don't feel the hurting hit and hear goodbye rolling off her lips, there's still a chance she ain't going anywhere. So I don't wanna be here when she goes there. Truck ain't gonna be nowhere to be found when it all goes down. I don't wanna be here when she goes there, so I can't see that she don't care. If I don't see the leaving all over her face, I can keep believing everything's okay. If I don't feel the hurting hit and hear goodbye rolling off her lips, there's still a chance she ain't going anywhere. Hey, there's still a chance she ain't going anywhere. So I don't wanna be here when she goes there. Wanna be here when she goes there.
That is going to wrap it up for this edition of New Music Friday. My name is Tim Kelly. I sure had a good time playing the music for you. And I want to thank James and Angela Holland for joining me tonight from Set Apart Farms. They are a great radio station sponsor, and they told a great story of what they're doing to help veterans and get them better situations in their lives. Man, they are awesome. SetApartFarms.com is the website. Go check that out. And if you have any questions, send me an email at IndieCountryRadio@yahoo.com. I'll be glad to hook you up with them. And artists, they've got some country music festivals going on, so you can help them out too and raise money for a great, great cause. Today's Country with Tim Kelly is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Like us there on Facebook, and we will like you right back. Until next time, I will see you on the radio. Bye-bye, everybody.
I can put you in a cornfield in downtown Manhattan. Close your eyes and reel that old zip code. I can put you on a riverbank while you're fighting traffic. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. Turn me on, oh, I'll see you on the radio. I can take you back to high school, gym floor, and a slow dance. First love, first kiss, second base down that old dirt road. When it's freezing cold, I can sink your toes in warm white sand. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. So turn me on, oh, I'll see you on the radio. I'm young, I'm old, I'm country, I'm rock and roll. So turn me on and turn it up. Let me make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. So turn me on, oh, I'll see you